Hey everyone, this is Coach Johan. Today we're gonna go over the 1-2-1 formation, the aka the diamond formation. We're gonna overview why it's important to understand and know what we're doing here. Why it's important to understand different positions and understand how we can interchange between positions. Basic structure: we have our 1-2-1 right here. We have our defender, our two wingers, and our striker. Now, there's this misconception that if I'm a striker, I'm gonna go score all the goals. If I'm a winger, I'm gonna score all the goals. I'm the defender, I'm not gonna score goals. Understand, in a 4v4, anybody can play any position no matter what. The game is fluid. You are playing in a box. There is no set positions for anybody. Everybody will be interchanging. So today we want to talk about a few kickoff methods and how to transition from defend to attack as a team, keeping our shape. We will be working on this for the next 2-3 weeks in practice, but I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to visualize how we can do this and translate it into the field. Right now, let me see. We're gonna do the 4v4. I'm gonna play a little simulation. I just want you to see how we do it. As we attack all as a team. Notice how our defender pushes all the way up into the midfield. Nobody stays back. And when we defend, everybody defends. You see how our striker comes in defense. Like I said, there's this misconception that everybody believes that strikers are the only ones that score and defenders are the only ones that defend. That's not the case. In the 4v4, the idea of it is to understand that everybody has to be in different positions. Right now, you saw how we could shift from left to right. I'll play that again. Again, everybody attacks, everybody defends. There is no player that scores most of the goals. There is no player that does most of the opportunity. Everybody has different roles, but everybody should have the opportunity to score, and everybody should have the opportunity to defend. It's very important in a 4v4 to understand that, because there are a limited amount of players in the field. There's more touches on the ball, which is really good for development. There's more understanding of space, because there's not it's very simplified version of soccer, and there's just more activity going on, which allows the player to learn so much, especially in a reduced space. Now I'll play this one more time. We attack again as a team, and we defend. If for whatever reason the ball goes on the left, we all have to shift in the defense and shift to the right in the defense. Same way when we attack, we shift to the left, shift to the right, but as a group, keeping our formation. Right here, number 2 steps up. Right now, the number 9 steps up, and right now number 3 steps up, and keeping that shape. That's how we transition from attack to defense, from left to right, and all that good stuff. Now, I want to go over kickoffs. I personally would love to see our kickoffs being done this way, because it's only 4 players. Somebody takes the goal kick, and somebody, no matter who it is, can have the ball and dribble up the field with it. Receive the ball and dribble up the field with it, and have 2 options. We're going to go and we're going to play a simulation without the defenders, so that way you can see how that looks. Right here, he dribbles up the ball, yada yada, plays it to the wing, and then we're in attacking position. We bring the ball back for a goal kick, just so that way we can add some defenders, and you can see how that could work. Again, we dribble it. This time we pass it through the middle and let our defender actually attack the ball. And then we're in a 2v1 situation, and in a 2v1 situation creates a lot of opportunities to score. That leaving this winger and this winger left for dead in the other team because we took that advantage of making our run from the wing and keeping them confused. Okay, let me play this one more time. Again, we could dribble down, pass it to the wing, then our defender becomes our striker, you see, and then we attack. So that's what I mean when everything is interchanging. It don't matter who it is as long as we keep the same shape. This time we go to the middle, look at all the space we have to attack it. Our wingers go into position, and then our wingers become the striker, right? Our striker ends up being number 5, who's all the way in the back, who turns out being the defender. Number 3 was the one that took the goal kick, and these two guys were the wingers. One more time. Again, striker is number 3, defender is number 2. Now 2 becomes the striker. Number 3 becomes the defender. So this is what I mean, where there's this misconception of, oh, my player's a defender. Oh, he wants to be a striker. Everybody has set rules and set positions that they will do more, but understand in a 4v4, everything's interchanging. Anybody could be the winger, anybody could be the defender. It just depends on the situation of the ball and depends on the situation of the defender. Now, parents, I want you to please share this with your kids or your players, so that way they know what we're trying to do. They know what we're trying to accomplish. This formation, it is demanding. We do expect players to run a lot, like all of our teams, right? Because I feel like the team that runs the most gets the ball the most, and the team that's more tactical with the ball are able to control, pass, and move the ball however. Okay, so conditioning is very important, but understanding each position and understanding understanding the formation will just help us clearly visualize from right here and translate that into the field. Again, it's a diamond shape. Do not worry what position your kid plays. Everybody's going to be interchanging. That's the beauty of a 4v4. There's no one person that's going to stay up. We're rarely ever going to have a striker just stay up here and score. That's just not going to happen. Everybody defends. Everybody attacks. The number 9 can become the winger. Anybody can play any position. So that's what we try to teach the kids, to always pay attention to different positions, because you never know when you're in a situation in the field that you have to be a makeshift defender, makeshift winger, makeshift striker. Again, that's it for our 4v4s. It's very important that the next step from a 4v4 would be a 7v7, which is coming up for most of you guys within a couple of months. Cherish this 4v4 because it's very valuable in development. And yeah, I hope to see you guys at practice. Please share this with your players, and thank you very much.